My friends, let's look at some prophecy regarding the judgment seat of Jesus Christ when he was being judged right before he was to be crucified. And let's look at prophecy regarding his crucifixion and then his glorious resurrection. If we go to the book of Isaiah chapter 50, verse 6, it says, I gave my back to the smiters and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting. This is a prophecy regarding Jesus Christ when he was in that judgment hall being judged falsely by his accusers. If we go to the book of Isaiah chapter 52, verses 13 and 14, it is also speaking about Jesus as, behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. As many were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. That is referencing how badly he was beaten. It was so bad that you wouldn't even recognize him. And again, he did this for you. If we go to the book of Isaiah chapter 53, let's start off in verse 5. Actually, let's start right off in verse 4. It says, surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Let's skip down a few more verses. In verse 8, it says, he was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. It is again talking about Jesus Christ going through that judgment hall and then being crucified. In verse 10 it says, yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. Why? Because he did that as a great sacrifice, and he shed his blood so your sins could be atoned. Let's continue. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 22, verse 16. It says, for dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. This was written somewhere around 1,000 years before Christ even walked on this earth. And this is, in fact, prophesying of his crucifixion, where they put those nails in his hands and feet. And again, he did that for you. If we go to the book of Psalms, chapter 16, verse 10, we see a prophecy regarding the fact that he would resurrect and his body would not see corruption. It says, for thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. He was in the grave for 3 days. One more day and that body would have seen corruption. But he rose again. And he rose again perfect with a glorified body, and he ascended up to heaven eventually after that. If we go to the book of Matthew, chapter 28, it says in verse 5, and the angel answered and said unto the women, fear not ye, for I know that ye seek Jesus, which is crucified. He is not here, for he is risen.